Pray for Kristi Noem because she's literally the person that's the face outside of Donald Trump. So Kristi Noem can't go to a restaurant. Think about it. She can't go to a restaurant to go out to eat with her family, and they have some illegals. You got a whole bunch of leftists in the restaurant. How's she gonna go out to eat?
Breaking news just into CNN. Sources say Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem this afternoon has been taken to the hospital. I want to go straight to CNN's Priscilla Alvarez. Priscilla, what are you learning about this?
Phil, we're still trying to gather details. What we know so far is that the Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem was transported by ambulance on Tuesday to a hospital in Washington, D.C. One source telling our colleague Holmes Libran that she has been conscious at the hospital and has spoken to her security detail. We have also reached out to the Department of Homeland Security.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like Kristi Noem has been hospitalized. There's not a lot out there on it yet, but I want us just to walk through Kristi Noem's kind of story here. And I want you to remember, a while ago, Kristi Noem had her purse stolen while the Secret Service was right there with her.
From Secretary Kristi Noem's purse holding thousands of dollars in cash was stolen from a D.C. restaurant last night.
So the News 4 I-Team's Ted Oberg is digging into the details. Ted's live in the newsroom for us now. Ted, what do we know?
Owen and Jim, Secretary Kristi Noem was out to dinner with her kids and grandkids Sunday when her bag with $2,000 to $3,000 in cash was allegedly taken. The DHS press office says she was planning to buy her family dinner and Easter gifts, and that's why she had so much cash on hand. Now it's all gone. The Secret Service assigned to protect her last night aren't saying anything about how it happened or who the suspect may be.
So that's the first problem I got with this Kristi Noem thing. Then you add in the fact that Kristi Noem is outside in these streets with the ICE agents all the time. And don't forget, who was the person that Alex Padilla was handcuffed over? Remember Alex Padilla, who was like, they assaulted me, and he was crying. Who was giving a press conference when Alex Padilla ran up in there like he was going to lay hands on her?
I'm Senator Alex Padilla. I have questions for the Secretary, because the fact of the matter is a half a dozen violent criminals that you're rotating on your heads off.
How many of our ICE agents have been doxxed for doing their duty? How they have been targeted?
Kristi Noem. Yeah, there's something going on. I feel like Kristi Noem is being targeted. That's the second thing. Then you add in the fact that we got some kind of psychological operation going on where two people in Minnesota got their heads bust to the white meat.
Breaking news out of Minnesota, where Fox News can now confirm the gunman accused of shooting two state lawmakers and their spouses has been arrested. 57-year-old Vance Bolter is accused of assassinating Democratic Minnesota State Representative Melissa Horton and her husband, and severely injuring State Senator John Hoffman and his wife.
Kristi Noem might be in danger. Yeah, she might just be in danger.
So again, so far we know only that she was transported to a D.C. area hospital by ambulance. Today, we are still trying to learn more about her condition, though a source did say that she is conscious and she has spoken to her detail. Phil.
Priscilla Alvarez, we will keep.
And I want you to remember all this happened the day after Donald J. Trump said that he was going to be hardcore on immigration. And then we see immigration raids all over the place.
And new at 11, amid the increase in ICE raids across Los Angeles this week, tonight President Trump is calling for even more expanded deportation operations in several major U.S. cities, including L.A. In a post to his social media platform, Truth Social, the president says he ordered ICE to, quote, do all in their power in America's largest cities, including L.A., Chicago, and New York, to achieve the administration goals of mass deportations. He calls these cities the core of the Democrat power center. So far, it's not known how exactly this will impact L.A., but yesterday, at the president's direction, the Department of Homeland Security said it would pause most raids on farms, restaurants, and hotels. Now, that announcement.
This is a few days after the King's Day, no King's Day, quote unquote, riots. And it makes sense to me that Kristi Noem would be the target. Kristi Noem is already they already softly tried to see if they can get in contact with Kristi Noem and stole a purse. And then Secret Service is the one that's assigned to Kristi Noem. And then when you factor in the whole Secret Service aspect of Butler, Pennsylvania, it's fishy, man. I don't know. They call Kristi Noem Immigration Barbie on the left. So he wanted to run up on Immigration Barbie. I think, and this is just speculation, I can't say 100% sure or for certain that she's being targeted, but I believe that that woman's being targeted. Well, we can say she's already been targeted once, and then we can say she's been targeted twice, and then we can go on to surmise that the left is violent. So it makes sense that if you can't physically get your hands on her, then they might have poisoned her or something. So I'm saying all this to say to you, man, pray for Kristi Noem. Pray for Kristi Noem, because she's literally the person that's the face, outside of Donald Trump, she's the largest face of mass immigration. So Kristi Noem can't go to a restaurant. Think about it. She can't go to a restaurant to go out to eat with her family, and they have some illegals. You got a whole bunch of leftists in the restaurant. How's she going to go out to eat? When you really think about it. Because she's technically the face. Donald's the larger face, you know what I'm saying, because he's the president. But Kristi Noem is the head of that section. She's the one out on the ICE raids. You know what I'm saying? So she's the face. And they'll just, I guarantee you somebody targeted her. It makes all the sense in the world the more you think about it. Hey, if you really like what we've been doing over here, I'm going to need you to go on and hit that like button and subscribe and share and do all the things that the algorithms want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Do the things that the algorithm wants you to do, baby. I'll see you on your next video. I'll see you on the next one.